Yo, what's good, legends? In today's video, I will show you my Volcanic Fissure I've been working on in current the Dawn of the Hunt League. Now, this was even before the reveal that they will buff Volcanic Fissure, but this is just a little showcase. I am using Volcanic Fissure for AoE or before the boss on the ground, and then I use Supercharged Slam to, as you can see, one-shot the boss. Now, both skills are getting buffed. Supercharged Slam is getting damage buff as initial attack, but not the charge per stage. So that's the one disadvantage with Supercharged Slam. You have to hold the skill in order to just gain charges or just get damage, right? But Volcanic Fissure, I am running this bad boy with Upheaval Support Gem, which is a making it split into 3 fissures, as you can see on the screen. Now, the buff to Volcanic Fissure is it's gonna branch out to 2 other fissures, so making it 3 fissures, I believe, by default, without any downsides. And AoE will scale the length of the fissure, which is exactly what I said yesterday before reveal on stream, that I would love to see that on the fissure. But I'm playing this on a ritualist because of the 3 rings. This can work on Titan though. I will be playing fissure build on Titan when the league launches next week in about 8 days. Or 10 days for me because I'm going. Overall, it is pretty solid even now before the buffs, but it struggles a bit with survivability, especially next league. I don't know why this could be changed, but from patch notes they dropped yesterday, Giant's Blood will have the life you get from strength. Like I don't know what they are thinking. Why that's getting nerfed, because that is definitely not needing any nerfs. If anything, life needs buff. Life is very weak. And you can see me having 6,000 life right now, but it's because I had a shrine for life. Without it, I'm at 3.6 thousand with some energy shield because I'm running warrior. Armor is also getting buffed. I don't think it's gonna be as strong. I think personally the armor evasion base or hybrid will be the best because of the deflect with the new new defense layer, if you will, which has a chance of avoiding 40% damage, like 40% damage reduction. You can have it at 100% chance, so you can have it permanent. But this will combine super well with the new skills like the Forge Hammer and Ancestral Cry. I will be playing that setup. I will also be dropping a league starter for warrior guys, so don't you worry, I got you covered. And of course, I will try to update this build more and more with changes or after the league launch, obviously. But so far, Warrior is not looking good next league. People are not liking it. We could still see some changes, man, from devs. I mean, they have done it before. They might do it again. We show you one more kill of the boss. I have ran the same map, different mods though on it. So Solar Orb first, double Volcanic Fissure. One main thing on this build, I have 90% chance of not consuming the empowerment from Infernal Cry. 90% chance. So you see me slam the ground and I still have the charges. His tech is amazing. I will show that as well in a bit. But yeah, this is a Supercharged Slam, one-shotting the boss, over 4 million HP. Not too bad. Getting full rage stacks from the Solar Orb. Not too bad, not too bad. But as you guys already know, we got the full planner on Mobalytics with the written guide. And there is a rotation as well. I'll talk about it in a second. And also, of course, there is a code for Path of Building, which is right here. So you can play around with the configuration here with the settings, but this is also going to be included in the link in the description. But with that said, I will take you into the game, show you some of the good stuff. So first thing, we got the support gems. Volcanic Fissure, I am also playing Avatar Fire, so we're trying to scale as much elemental damage, mainly fire, as possible, because this is the best damage scaler in this game. I've covered multiple builds already in this league with melee, with warrior. So primal armament for the multiplicative LE damage. You're looking mainly for gems that say more, because this is multiplicative, which is better than increased, which is additive. Now Upheaval makes this into 3 fissures at the cost of less damage and attack speed. We might not even need this anymore, so this skill will get with these branches more attack speed and just damage than what you see right now, which is pretty wild. So it would look like this basically, which is super fast, but 3 fissures, right? Next up, Fire Infusion, good stuff for the pure damage. Martial Tempo for multiplicative attack speed, and Execute for multiplicative damage because of the low life headpiece. This is getting removed next league, so we will not be using this, which is okay because I honestly did not like pathing towards low life nodes, so yeah. Yeah, also the change the footage uses, so I did not have these notes. I did not have finality in that footage, so I would be doing more damage, but I path towards this later. On the Supercharged Slam, we are doing some Aftershock stuff. I have 46% Aftershock chance, so we got Aftershock here and Reverberate. This all depends on the quarter attack time of the skill. I got 0.69, no pun intended. But this increases about like 11%, which is not that crazy, but it's something. You don't have to run Aftershocks, you can slot the pure damage gems. Again, next league, they are removing the limitation of using only one support gem for the whole build. We can use multiple now, so I'll probably copy most of these damage gems into the Aftershock stuff here. Immolate, great stuff. We ignite through our Volcanic Fissure. So Immolate with Supercharged Slam, you get extra fire damage on top of Infernal Cry. It is ridiculous how much we gain. Fist of War, another amazing stuff. You get 30% multiplicative damage and more AoE, but the multi-damage is insane. That's what we are looking for. Solar Orb is a buff to give you rage and life regen, and also apply fire exposure, which is producing targets fire resistance, which pairs super well with our Blasphemy aura because we have flammability, which further reduces the resistances on the target. So just like this. Infernal Cry, amazing stuff. Tireless, 30% chance to not count or not use the empowerment, and we have 2 gems here that makes it 60%. Now 100% increase effect of sacred items makes this into 60%, plus 30, that's a 90% chance to not consume the Infernal Cry, which is insane. I mean, you look at me slam the ground, it still has the charges, you know, it's still not using the charge. It is wild. Now it used, but I have second wind, so I can use it again and keep slamming, if anything, and I still have the charges, and the cooldown also already went back up. So second wind, you don't have to use this one though, it's up to you. Raging Cry for more rage regen, this goes well in the packed mobs to get rage gen. Premeditation for another multiplier damage, and Ingenuity for a lower cooldown. When it comes to auras, also we got Shield Charge for and Cadence for attack speed to move faster, move from pack to pack faster. Now for auras, Overwhelming Presence to lower the threshold, both elemental ailment, and stun threshold. And Berserk, we are getting this for obviously more effect on the rage. And Cannibalism to get some life regen, to get some sustain, life sustain, be tanky, a bit more tanky. For Blasphemy, besides flammability, we got Heightened Curse for the more magnitude on this bad boy. Now more AoE for the curse itself, the aura, and then magnified effect for even more AoE. I get one more skill because of the ring here, so I'm not sure what I will do there yet. But this is as far as it goes to skill gems. You can use close combat if you want to in any of these gems on Supercharged Slam, or even Volcanic Fissure if you don't like Upheaval. But I really recommend this because AoE scales very badly now with the Fissure before the update. On to the skill tree Ascendancy. First, you definitely want to go, that's why I like Ritualist, +1 ring slot, and you want to get this Mystic Attunement. Increased bonuses gained from rings and amulets, both works on all 4. If you pair that with Ingenuity, you get insane amount of damage increase if you have both flat fire damage and percentage fire damage, because this is a global damage for us. Since you're running Outdoor Fire, this is a global damage gain. It works for everything, so this is ridiculous. We got that bad boy. We also got the elemental damage on the Soul Cores, and then also this line right here, but more about it later. On the last few points, you can go for +1 charm slot and charges gained, and last 2 points, I would probably go for the life regen, which is getting buffed next patch, next league. This one is not that good, doesn't really proc, I think. But you can also go with Ritual Sacrifice if you want to get like a little headhunter. On to the other passive skill points, we path toward the low life stuff because of the headpiece. Next patch, this is going to get probably removed. But we want to get Lay Siege for the damage increase per block. And so this alone is 78% block. This is also getting nerfed. But on top of that, we also get Offensive Stance, which is the same. So this is 150% damage increase. Even more because I have 3 extra. On the weapon set 2, green lines, I tried to go for some AoE nodes. So in here and in here. And for weapon set 1, try some going for some damage nodes like here for the low life stuff, and some fire penetration, which is pretty decent. You also want to grab a glancing blows to cap out the block chance from Chernobog. That's what we use here because this is also fire damage. Attack speed nodes in here comes in handy. I tried to get some skill speed here, but that's just not enough points. Now, I use this against Darkness Jewel that gives you extra fire damage and strength percentage, which you need for Giant's Blood. Even though I have no points in strength, so if you don't have enough, you can put them here. But you want to get these big notes for the Jewel to proc, which luckily all of them are very good. Except this Aftershock, this one doesn't work since the game launched, I don't know. Unforgiving would be good as well, but I don't have enough points for it. Vocal Empowerment, amazing stuff for the Infernal Cry. Even more so next league because we get more War Cries. Some Aftershock stuff here for weapon set 1. You want to get the Result Technique, so you don't have to worry about accuracy, and Blood Magic, so you don't have to worry about mana sustain, which they fixed as well next league, so it will be much lower usage than now. For the gear on the weapon, so for the prefix on the weapon, you're looking for double physical prefix into elemental, because the thing is with this elemental, if you have a double physical prefixes, this applies to all your damage from all sources. But if you get one flat elemental damage instead of the physical, this number will only affect this one line of the elemental, which is trash, right? So be careful about that. And you want to get attack speed and melee skills. This is very good. If you get too many melee skills, your cost will skyrocket, so I do not recommend that. On the amulet, melee skills are good. Life is good. Some spirit and attributes, important. I am running Iron Reflexes to convert evasion to armor from both the amulet and also this chest piece warrior. I like global defenses on this bad boy because defenses buff evasion, armor, and energy shields. We gotta use all three, so it's really good to use also Iron Socket runes on top of this. This is a lot of, big percentage, so it's pretty good gain across the board. Ingenuity to buff these 2 rings. It does not work for the third one. The gloves here can be a bit more expensive to craft. I did craft them luckily because I dropped the Essence of Horror, I believe, that adds this line. 100% increase effect of socketed items. Great stuff with this combined. You can also go for attack speed to get 32% attack speed. That could be good too. On boots, movement speed, armor, life, strength, very important resistances. Some life regen. I believe I need to put some points in life regen because that is very good. Like here, for example. Or get some in here. These points are strong too. The best one is probably Hail Heart. This is amazing. Rings, you want to get flat fire damage, percentage fire damage, and life as a prefix. And then for suffix, you want to get all attributes or strength, intelligence, dex, whatever. Mainly strength though. All res, resistances, and life regen. Same for this bad boy. And same for the third one right here. These are not the highest ones, not the best ones. There is so much improvement you can do. I can get from items. Wild. On the shield, Chernobog, this will give you extra fire damage per chance to block because we are all fire. So this is literally like Infernal Cry in the shield. Permanent. Like, wow. So weapon set 2 is for AoE. Weapon set 1 is for single target, like I explained. Let me actually see what's the aftershock on the weapon set 1. 56%. That's not bad. That's not bad. Potion, now the charms, I like freeze, stun, and this one is pretty good too when you take chaos damage, because my chaos rest is not the best right now. Rotation wise, you want to drop the solar orb to get rage stacks. You want to drop a few of the volcanic fissures because there's a cap, so I like to do it 3 times, and then you just hold your supercharged slam and then wait for 5 stacks right up top here and just send it, and it looks gorgeous. But before that, I forgot you need to do a war cry, infernal cry. Then 1, 2, 3 on top of the solar orb, and then charge the supercharged slam and just go boom. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And I believe we covered everything. Some mods to avoid on the maps are extra damage, mainly chaos damage, like right here. Crit chance is very bad too, and penetration, mobs penetrate. Those 3 are super bad. Extra damage, 1 line, I can still handle, no problem. But yeah, well, next league, they change basically everything. All Wastelands will be negative mods. They lower the block chance. They nerf the life from Giant's Blood. I don't know what they are thinking of the nerfs, man. I don't know what they are thinking. But yeah, if I missed anything, I will put that in the description. I stream every day on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick as always, guys. If you would like to stop by, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's prep for next league. I will drop the builds for you, the league starters for Warrior, probably for more classes as well. But yeah, with that said, geez, thank you very much for watching. I wish you have a good day, and until next time, peace out.